Welcome to our explainer on the Wessex Folk Festival. I am absolutely thrilled to be your guide today as we put together the ultimate visitor's playbook for Weymouth's biggest free folk event, coming up in May 2026. Now, if you've never been down to the gorgeous Dorset coast for this gathering, you are in for a serious treat. Stick with me, and by the end of this, you're going to be navigating those harbourside stages and pub sessions like a seasoned local.
So let me ask you right off the bat, are you ready for fiddles and sea breezes? I want you to picture this, a vibrant, sun-drenched atmosphere right along Weymouth's historic quays. You've got the unmistakable scent of salt in the air mingling with that fresh breeze coming right off the Jurassic coast. Live acoustic music is echoing beautifully off the water, dancers are spinning in these brightly colored costumes with jingling bells, and you hear the cheerful clinking of pint glasses spilling out from the nearby taverns. It's a real timeless festivity, giving you this perfect mix of a coastal vacation vibe with some seriously deep cultural immersion.
All right, here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to start with a quick welcome to Wessex Folk. Then, we'll check out the harbourside stages, move into the pub sessions and venues, explore the Morris dancing and workshops, and finally wrap it all up with the central travel and logistics so you actually know how to get there.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1. Welcome to Wessex Folk.
You know, this festival boasts over 20 years of rich history. It started back in the early 2000s as this passionate grassroots effort to revive local folk traditions. And since then, it has organically grown into a massive weekend event that draws thousands of eager attendees from all over the country. But here's the absolute kicker. Despite all that growth, it is still 100% free to enter. No tickets, no gates. Set against that sweeping backdrop of the Jurassic coast, it is completely accessible to everyone. And we really have to give a shout out to the incredible network of hardworking volunteers and generous local sponsors who pour their hearts into keeping this vibrant tradition alive year after year.
Moving right along to Section 2, the harbourside stages. As a first-timer, there's a key distinction you need to understand about the two main musical environments you're going to encounter. On one side, you have the harbourside stages. These are your structured, officially scheduled performances with incredible regional and national acts playing on large outdoor stages right next to the boats. Super lively, very much a traditional concert feel. On the flip side, you have the pub sessions. These are incredibly intimate, entirely spontaneous, and fully participatory acoustic jams tucked away inside the local taverns. To really get the full festival experience, you absolutely want to soak up the energy of both.
Looking at the harbourside stages specifically, the 2026 lineup is a brilliant mix. Take the Countrymen, for example. They're this fantastic five-piece band from Cornwall, and their tight four-part vocal harmonies and warm stage banter can easily command a massive outdoor crowd. Then you've got the Portland Coves, who bring a totally unique vibe to the water's edge. They seamlessly blend traditional Dorset tunes with global instruments, like the Japanese taishogoto. It's this captivating harp-like instrument that adds a really unexpected resonant twang to classic sea shanties. Plus, you get top-tier local talent like James Finday, a Weymouth native and former BBC Young Folk Musician winner, bringing a total masterclass in traditional English song to the main stage.
But hey, don't think for a second that these big stages are only for straightforward traditional tunes. You've got wildly entertaining performers like Polly Morris, who will hit you with a laugh-out-loud musical parody and then immediately follow it up with a heartbreakingly poignant acoustic song. Actually, one audience member summed it up perfectly, saying, "Polly took me through every emotion I had, from tears to laughter." It's that kind of dynamic, powerful storytelling that makes grabbing a spot near the harbourside stages an absolute must. All right, let's step inside for Section 3, pub sessions and venues.
Think of this as your personal treasure map to finding the perfect pub session. These local taverns, they are the beating heart of the festival's spontaneous side. Say you head over to the Red Lion, you'll find Lynn Target hosting these lively American and Grand Ole Opry-style tunes that will literally have the whole room stomping their feet. Or maybe you're feeling some rich, soulful acoustic blues. Head straight over to the Cove Inn, where Derek Renshaw runs the room. And if you want a massive, unforgettable mix to close out your weekend, Roger and Joe host the legendary Survivor Session. They cover literally everything from the Beatles to Bach in this wonderfully chaotic, joyful sing-along.
And here is the absolutely crucial thing you need to know. You are invited to join the jam. These pub sessions are fully participatory. You're warmly welcome to bring an instrument, a guitar, a bodhrán drum, a tin whistle, or just bring your voice. Seriously, just step right through those pub doors, grab a refreshing pint of local Dorset ale, and sing along with the locals. The Friday night warm-up sessions are actually famous for these impromptu jams, and they set this incredibly welcoming tone for the whole weekend.
Let's get moving with Section 4, Morris Dancing and Workshops.
Now, what's really interesting about all of this is the sheer, surprising variety of the dance troupes you'll see performing along the quays. You have groups like Hobos Morris. They're a wildly energetic, all-female border dance side from Poole, and they famously perform sporting striking tiger face paint while clashing sticks. Then there's the Treacle Eater Clog from Somerset, dressed in vibrant red, black, and gold, filling the streets with the sharp, rhythmic snap of wooden clogs on the pavement. And it's not just English traditions. You'll catch groups like Strivat sharing the high-intensity, passionate steps of traditional Bulgarian folk dances, the costumes, the ringing bells, the raw energy. It is completely magnetic.
And hey, if watching all that rhythm makes you want to jump in, the festival offers some amazing free workshops. Just look at the hilariously specific instructions for one of my absolute favorites. Step 1. Grab some metal dessert spoons from home. And they explicitly state, no wooden ones. Step 2. Head over to Hope Church. Step 3. Sit down and learn to play the spoons with self-taught enthusiast Graham Winter. I mean, it's hands-on learning at its most fun, and it just proves how much this festival wants you to be part of the music making.
Okay, wrapping things up with Section 5, Essential Travel and Logistics. Let's map out the weekend logistics so you can travel like a pro and avoid the headache of coastal traffic. Because this event essentially takes over the entire harbourside, local road closures actually begin on Friday, May 29, 2026. The main festival officially kicks off on Saturday, May 30th, and the main events wrap up Sunday evening, the 31st. By Monday morning, June 1st, all local roads will safely reopen. So if you're driving down, you absolutely want to plan your arrival and departure around that traffic management.
But to avoid the stress of those road closures altogether, pay close attention to this number. £6.50. That is the remarkably low cost of the first bus park and ride group ticket. It is such a clever deal because that single ticket covers unlimited travel between the park and ride and the Weymouth Town Center for up to 5 people traveling together all day long. It's easily the most cost-effective way for a family or a group of friends to drop right into the heart of the action.
It's super simple. You park for free at the Mount Pleasant site just off the A35-4 and catch Service 2. It drops you right at the King statue on the Weymouth seafront. It anchors you perfectly next to the seaside. From there, it's just a short, beautiful stroll down the historic esplanade. You're feeling that sea breeze, walking directly toward the harbourside stages and Hope Square. Hands down, it's the easiest, most stress-free way to navigate the festival without spending hours hunting for parking. Well, that brings us to the end of our First-Timers Playbook. So I have to ask, what are you most excited to see at the Wessex Folk Festival? Is it those towering vocal harmonies on the main stage? The unpredictable pub sessions? The tiger-painted Morris dancers? Or maybe just sitting in a church learning to play the spoons? Whatever it is, it's going to be an unforgettable weekend. Thank you so much for exploring this explainer with me, and get ready to pack your bags for the Jurassic Coast.